Hello, chat. How you doing? Sounded a bit closer to normal tonight, aren't I? Almost back to normal anyways. I'm thinking by tomorrow I might finally be over this cold. But yeah, it's been a pretty good... I did some hacking and coughing earlier this morning, but after that was over, not too much. The Fluid King. You know what? Now that's a title. The Fluid King. I don't know what it means or what my responsibilities are, but if you're talking about the fluids that have been in my chest recently, possibly. Sick is best start. Technically, I still sick. I'm just like on the mend. Still just a touch nasally, so my voice isn't 100% back, and I still have to like hack and cough a little bit every once in a while. But I can definitely feel a change. You manage the fluids of everyone in the world as Fluid Lord. All the fluids? I don't know if I want this job anymore. There's several fluids I don't want to manage. He was hacking earlier today. Are you sick too, Polycarp? It's been going around, you got a second interview tomorrow. Time to throw up. You get nervous? Getting a little bit of that anxiety? You'll do fine, don't worry. Here's how you make sure, Garrus, this is the secret to acing any interview you ever go on. You ready? Go in with your fly down. That will be on your mind, and you'll be wondering if people notice, but you won't even be able to feel nervous about your performance. You'll only be noticing wondering if anyone notices if your fly is down. It's kind of like how you have to distract yourself when you have hiccups. It's the same way with anxiety or performance anxiety. Do something worse to yourself first, and that way there's something to worry about that people are less likely to notice than you possibly giving a bad interview. There you go. There's my secret to success. I was going to say picture everyone naked. Well, no, you just do that all the time anyways. You don't need a reason to picture everyone naked. Mortal Kombat was one of my favorites, and I've literally watched every Sins video multiple times. That was funny as book. You know what? That just made my night. Thank you. I'm glad you liked the Mortal... I was pretty happy how the Mortal Kombat video turned out as well. A little long. I did not expect a fighting game. It's only takes like 5 hours to play through. It would turn into a 50-minute long video. But it is what it is. But it had a lot of stuff that I needed to mention, because there's just everything was wrong with it, truly. But the fact that you're a super fan who's watched multiple videos multiple times tips my fedora in your direction. When your employer asks you why your fly is down, you can ask why he's looking at your crotch exactly. Then they'll be the one who feels embarrassed. Very nervous, yeah, that's the best way to catch an indecency charge. You'll never get an indecency charge for a fly down, because everyone just assumes it's an accident if they do notice. That wedding I was at recently, back in October, I went to the restroom, came back with my fly down, didn't even realize it, had one of the people had to tell me, hey, your fly's down. And I just rolled with it, yeah, it's supposed to be. And they laughed. So I was like, thank you for noticing, it's supposed to be that way. So it gives you an opportunity to display absolute competence, which is what an employer likes to see. If they even do notice it, you're like, well, thank you for noticing. And just look them in the eye without actually correcting it, and they'll be just awed, like, I gotta hire this man. Like, he's the one. Your dad keeps giving you unskippable dialogue when I get food. Yeah, parents, man, they need to program it so you can skip their cutscenes. I like that. That's pretty good. You made me laugh. Never considered that before. You parents of the cutscenes you can't skip. Same with teachers too, How could you not notice your fly down when your magnum dong hanging out? It wasn't hanging out. I wasn't erect. And also, I was wearing boxer briefs. That would keep it in place. I begin to wonder if you will know how these penis things work. They usually stay in their place until they're needed. Game is a solid meh stars for me so far. How about you? Mean this game? I mean, if you don't like Souls game, it's not going to do anything for you. I'm into it though. Life's a story you can't speedrun. Well, actually you can, but it involves unaliving yourself. That's the new way of phrasing it, right? Unaliving yourself. You can't say suicide anymore. No, you have to unalive. Oh, God. Chat. I hate modern language. No, he's unalived himself. Oh, God. Wish you could speedrun life. Okay, now maybe I shouldn't have mentioned what that entails now. I mean, you could also have that disease that makes you age faster. That's pretty rare. You have to be born with it. Blame stupid. You know, I think in the case of unaliving yourself, that's just more like trying to be a cultural shift. I don't think you'll get canceled if you say suicide. Because some people think that's a kinder word or something. Skibbity and Riz. On God. You forgot gyot. I don't even know what gyot means, but I know it's being said. One person in your comments to MK1 said that you're the only person that keeps track of MK lore. Which is weird because I've only played Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 4, then 9, 10, 11, and now 1 again. I didn't play Mortal Kombat 3, Deadly Alliance, Deception, or Armageddon. So there's big chunks of it. None of that really matters anymore since it's been rebooted twice, so it doesn't, I guess I don't have to. But you know what? No one can blame or can accuse me of not doing my homework when I haven't played all the games in a series. I at least look up any information I don't know, so I can still have the context to like hopefully get everything right when I make a video on it. You really hate gyot? Tell us, what does gyot mean? I know FR means for real, right? I mean, I could have looked this up, but I just wasn't really that curious about the definition of gyot. I figured at some point I would like a meme absorb it. Osmosis. Don't know either. I don't think there is a meaning to it then. Prison lingo is the worst. I heard a man tell his girl on the phone that he was gonna fuck her John vagina up. So he said, I'm gonna fuck your John up? Yeah, that's confusing. Like, I'll be like, babe, you can just say pussy. You don't have to use this weird terminology with me. Dart streams are bussin'. For real, no cap on God. Sheesh. Chat, it's like we're starting to diverge language-wise. It hasn't been this bad before, right? Because, I don't know. I think it's now, we're reaching the point where, we're actually gonna have trouble understanding each other. Told a woman I wanted her to be my breakfast once. You know what? It's best saving that for once. Those kind of like really corny pickup lines for once you're in a relationship, and it'll honestly make them laugh. Telling a woman you want her to be like your plate of pancakes probably ain't gonna do much for you. Like, baby, I want to like smother you in butter and eat you with a fork. For Honor or League of Legends, which is worse for you? I've never played For Honor. League of Legends, I did play for a solid month, and then I stopped because I realized it was not worth the effort. I wasn't enjoying myself. Is all this lingo solely American thing, or is it a combination of different kinds? Most of the ones I think we just talked about are all American, but they probably catch on in other places too. I feel like America is like rich with like constant changes in lingo. More so than other places. How lewd you want your breakfast? How lewd the breakfast? Look at that drippy bacon. So wet for me. You're too tired at breakfast time. Here's the thing. You don't need to breakfast. Breakfast is for the weak. It's a made-up meal. Get up, starve a little bit, get that intermittent fasting in. Wait till noon, then eat. What's your favorite PlayStation exclusive series that isn't continued anymore? PlayStation exclude. I'm assuming this means like, I mean, when I'm thinking of it, my mind goes to things like Soul Reaver and Parasite Eve. But I'm sure there's others. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of old games that are like Jak and Daxter was pretty good. Surprised that hasn't got like a new, like, you know, like the Spyro and stuff hasn't been re-released. Parasite Eve for you all day. Yeah, I mean it's a tight knit community who would talk about that game. Onimusha. Apparently that did get re-released a few years back. You don't have the energy for courtship anymore. I don't think I ever hear anyone refer to it as courtship. I would like to court you, madam. Alright, if you call it courtship, you're only allowed to hit on women who wear like those what are those things that like squeeze their waist in and might make I don't know, what are they called? Bodices? I don't know. You're only allowed to date women who dress like that. Corsets. You're only allowed to date women who wear corsets if you use the word courtship. That's the rule. You want to speak fancy, you gotta date fancy. Does steam come out of your ears when you get mad? Do you think I'm a cartoon? Do you want to also ask, do my eyes bug 3 feet out of my head when an attractive woman walks by and I start wolf howling? Like, awooga, awooga, and just like you start doing all sorts of other crazy shit. Chad, did you ever realize that the whole eyes bugging out of your head is the American version of nosebleeds in Japan? It's a comedic way of showing an erection in a children's cartoon. It's like if you're Japanese, you get a nosebleed. If you're Western, your eyes just shoot out of your fucking head. And you start salivating. Never thought about that? Yeah, well, they had to like get it across in the most cartoonic way possible without making it seem, you know, unacceptable. So nosebleeds and cartoonic eye shoots. How are things for Mr. Lincoln? Well, I'm on the mend from the sickness. Ooh, ah, ah, ah. Sorry, but when I say the word sickness, I just gotta go break into a ooh, ah, ah, ah. Get down with the sickness. Da, 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 da. I have come to ask about Baldur's Gate 3. Ask. You have earned the right to ask me 3 questions about Baldur's Gate 3. State your business. Three questions only, though. When will you play again? I will play again as soon as Kate is ready to play again. She's currently in the midst of like starting a new job. So as soon as she has a better idea of what her schedule is going to be and what day she'll be able to play on, that's when we'll start up. Did I have sex in Baldur's Gate? Well, okay, this is someone else's question. I did not give you permission to ask me about Baldur's Gate 3. But I will answer anyways. I have not had sex in Baldur's Gate 3. I do think I have Karlach pining for me, though. Do you store the Baldur's Gate VODs somewhere? They're on my YouTube archive channel. You can find a link to that down below if you scroll down here on the Twitch channel. You'll find a big banner that says YouTube, and underneath that banner is a smaller link to the YouTube archive, or you can just go to YouTube and just search for Dartigan streams. You'll find like 5 or 6 years worth of streams stored there. Would you date Shadowheart? Karlach seems more fun, even if she does like burn you. Can you date more than one person in Baldur's Gate 3? I don't know. Can you? You have one question remaining about Baldur's Gate 3, by the way. I'm like the genie of Wikipedia. I just answer questions about your fandom. Oh, genie of Wikipedia, answer my questions 3. Will you do a Sins video on it? Uh, I haven't been recording it, so I would have to play it single player to do that. So if I don't know, I don't want to promise it because it seems to be a challenge because no one person's game is going to be kind of similar to each other because there's so many different options how to solve things in it. So it'd have to be like a very like, okay, this is my game and I'm sending it in the story I got and whether it makes sense or not. But then I'd have to like deal with people who are like, yeah, but if you did it this way, it makes different sense. I don't know. It feels like it'd get very difficult. So like, because usually for a sim video, I need something to be like a similar experience that everyone has had to some degree. And when there's that many variables, it gets very difficult. Because then, you know, someone else didn't even see that scene, but the scene they had made more sense. Who knows? Question I have often asked myself, I ask you now. Would you date Tali from Mass Effect despite her wearing a mask? I mean, she has that ass. I dated her in video game form. So yes, I would date her in real life too. Even if we can't eat the same food. So I don't know how we're going to make the restaurant thing work. Miranda all the way. I mean, it's usually like it's a combination of Tali, Miranda, or Garrus that everyone like goes for, right? Though some people really like the lizard guy once he showed up. Would I date Lightning from Final Fantasy 13? Only the one that went to France afterward. Maybe she chilled out after that. I should play 50 Cent Blood on the Sand. You want me to go try to find your 50 Cent's crystal skull? Good time, you know, good years after he stopped being relevant. Now is the time to play 50 Cent Blood on the Sand. Garrus is your bae. I heard like women loved him because of his, you know, ratchety ass voice. I guys love his voice. I don't know. Plus, he's just like always, you know, tightening up those weapons modifications or whatever it was. Bitch, where my skull at? How you even gonna sell that, 50 Cent? How you gonna sell a skull? An actual line thing. I've actually seen that Let's Play 50 Cent game, so I kind of know I have an idea of it. After he finishes those calibrations. So many good memes came out of Mass Effect 2. Me greater than LeBron? Sure, why not? I'll take whatever praise you want to give me. Vin Sen, you mean Curtis Jackson? That is his real name. I've actually never thought about it as a real name before. I was actually wondering, I wonder if his mom named him 50 Cent. 50 was in the Expendables 4 boomer action movie. I actually know that's the one where they like, hey, let's get all these like 80s and 90s action heroes and put them in one movie, right? Megan Fox was there. Anyway, 50 does a whole bunch of staring action and just spewed one-liners and barely killed anyone. Well, that's pretty much what those shitty Expendable movies are, right? Doesn't Sylvester Stallone have like a superhero movie coming out, or did it already come out? He plays like a retired, washed-up superhero or something. Hey, your favorite streamer, Dartigan? Yeah, that's who I am. Could have told me sooner. Wasn't Stone Cold? Was I in the Expendables? It's starting to feel like everyone was in it. See ya, Darta bro. Gotta get plenty of rest, eat your veggies, and don't stay up too late. Well, hey, you have a good night, man. Thanks for dadding for me. I wish you could stay longer, but I understand. You got shit to do. Had a friend who called him So Sent because he listened to his music and thought the 5 was an S. It's So Sent. You know what? That could work as a name. 56 euros. Yeah, that's my rapper name. 46 euros. First one was fun, good cast. Each movie gets worse. Well, that's how it usually is when you have an action movie series. It's done in with the worst idea possible. Question: did Mr. T ever show up in the Expendables? He's an underlooked performer, actor from a few movies here and there. We'll get 86 Fast and Furious movies in the next 40 years. That series will never end. As long as cars exist, they'll keep making it. Blade was in... Okay, you mean Wesley Snipes was in 3, not Blade himself. I gotta ask, why has Marvel taken so long to try to make a new Blade movie, since that was like the first Marvel movie? Like before anything else, there was Blade. Like before even Sam Raimi's Spider-Man movies, there was Blade. And it was, Blade 1, Blade 2, pretty kick-ass movies as well. But there was some bad Captain America movie from the 80s. I mean, when I'm saying Marvel movie, I mean, what feels like an authentic Marvel property almost. Blade's already diverse enough. Well, that just means they'd want to make him sooner, right? Am I enjoying this game? Yeah, I like it. I mean, it's not really... It's scratching an inch of like, hey, here's a Souls-like for you. Would you accept an endorsement from a company specializing in genuine flubber condoms? And why is your answer yes? Wouldn't that kill people? Like, flubber is like a physics-defying stuff. It's like constantly like producing energy to like bounce around a room infinitely, right? I wouldn't use that. It's death. For the iron, before the shield, there was only blade. Yeah, I mean, hey, vampires are a cool thing you can do. Making a blade show, just got delayed. It's a show. See, I think that's where they've made a huge mistake recently, is relying so much on TV shows instead of movies. Howdy, chat. What's up, Garland? How you doing? The rapper ain't gold, the rubber won't. That Nick Fury movie with David Hasselhoff. It's kind of weird they never had a standalone Nick Fury movie in the Marvel stuff. It's always just like he's a supporting character the entire time. Enjoying the stream, gaming, and minded my kidneys. Damn, you mind those kidneys. What does that mean? Drinking a lot of water? What's an underrated comic book that would make a great movie if done properly? I will mention one of my favorites, and it's Transmetropolitan. It's it's essentially like a cyberpunk story to a degree, but it's about a journalist, sort of based off that crazy ass journalist from Rolling Stone back in the 70s, the one that they made Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Only it's set in like a cyberpunk world, and it's actually really cool. One of the first graphic novels I ever read, and I was like, this shit's pretty good. Live next to an Albanian and live in Gotham. What? I don't even know what that combo is. Hunter S. Thompson? Yeah, it's kind of like inspired by him. So it's like just this weird drug addict journalist. I'm back. Changed my mind when you said you wished I stayed locked. Hey, if you got shit to do, I ain't gonna keep you, man. Maybe you gotta like take care of business. You're getting phone calls from the family. Hey, when are you coming to like pick me up from the airport, Artificer Jonah? Yo, it's cold and they're looking at me strange. Just look at the Immortals. I'd rather not look at the Immortals. I don't even know anything about them other than they had a shitty movie. What's your favorite Fear and Loathing quote? Ooh. Would it be cliche if I said the opening line about we were a couple miles out of Barstock when the drugs began to take hold? That's just such a good line for an opening quote for a novel. But I feel like that's the one everyone would say for that novel. And then you got the Bat Country. This is Bat Country. Hunter S. Thompson was crazy. He covered Hemingway's suicide and stole one of his hunting trophies. And then later in life, he blew his head off while his grandchildren were there at home. Or something like that. Went out on his own terms as he saw it. You go to Vegas, you'll only experience fear and loathing. That rough, is it? Hey, they got that fancy new orb that has the smiley face on it. You can go check that out. Drugs took their day. You can only do that kind of lifestyle for so long. Yeah. Eventually it catches up with you. How many, we need like an online cocaine calculator. Like, okay, if I do this many grams of cocaine per week, how long can I expect to live a healthy life? Apparently the orb isn't making as much money as they suspected. I'm not too surprised, honestly. I mean, it can really just like display advertisements and then do like indoor shows, right? But it kind of takes a couple of years for that to really kind of like find its footing. Though I'd imagine keeping it running is a very expensive ordeal. Though that might put a damper on the other ones they wanted to build. I think they want to build like several of those in different major cities. Will you send Paper Mario the 1,000-Year Door? I doubt it, because one, Paper Mario games usually rely a lot on comedy and wacky hijinks. They're not meant to be taken that seriously. So it's one of those things that's a little bit immune from my kind of critique, since I'm trying to like take serious stories that then I show you where they like fuck around and try to hide it from you, and they just want to do that, how their writing is put together anyways. In that case, in a Mario game, they would just straight up tell you and like, yeah, and then just move on and joke about it. Paper Mario, this 1,000-Year Door is a serious, it's a very comedic game though. You see that Vegas tore down a good portion of their strip for the race they were holding. I heard they just put up stuff so if you're like walking across sky bridges, you couldn't watch the race. They put up like panels or something. I haven't seen Half-Life, I have not. Though I did like record Half-Life or Black Mesa, Half-Life 2, its episodes, and Half-Life Alyx. I just never did anything with the footage yet. Still waiting for a League of Legends game since so the multiplayer only game. I'm supposed to sin, am I? How about this? Everything. From the community to like the boring ass gameplay. And the fact that it's not Dota 2. The mythical Half-Life 3 comes, will you sin it? Oh, most certainly. It'd be too legendary of a moment. Still remember you doing push-ups and Alyx? Oh yeah, in the sewer no less. And then later on, I also like put a dude on top of me and let him romance me. Very romantic. What? Yeah, I killed a Combine soldier and then I laid on the ground and draped him over me. Half-Life Alyx was such a good game. Shame that VR really hasn't caught on. I was hoping that at least be like a thing that you get more games like Half-Life Alyx in VR would be like worth the investment. But it really kind of peaked with that, I feel. Don't recall that at all? Well, you have to go rewatch those streams then, I guess. Probably catch back in the next decade. I think we need more like the price of VR needs to come down more, and also the headsets need to get smaller, and also maybe like self-contained so you don't need a PC or like console for it. Once you have that, then maybe, who knows. There's still the issue that VR just makes some people ill. I don't know if there's any way around that. Great, 1,000 words today brings the total poem count up to 21 poems. Becoming quite the thick book for you once you ever release it. If anyone can convince companies it's Dartigan, you think I have this kind of clout? It's like, they're on the phone right now, guys, did you hear? Buy the stocks, VR companies, he just promoted it. Hot trend. No, I'm afraid it doesn't work that way. I don't think I've ever convinced anyone of anything, to be honest. Or at least anyone important. Hell, I can barely convince my YouTube community to come over and watch me on Twitch. Speaking of, I don't think I did my announcements, did I? Shit, yeah, I forgot about those entirely. Could have done those a while ago. Chat, you're so fun talking to you like this that I forgot to send out my announcements like 20 minutes ago. Sabotaging myself here. I convinced you to subscribe. Ain't I important? You are. You're one of the chosen. Announcement. Yeah, I just now sent it up. But hey, but yeah, streaming next year on YouTube, so rectify that. If they won't come to me, I'll stream right where they are. Like, you can't escape me now, bastards, all 300,000 of you. Now you gotta give me a chance to, like, entertain you live. I convinced you to hate Final Fantasy 13. Well, if you liked it beforehand, you shouldn't have stopped liking it just because I don't like it. That's never what I'm here to do. I never want to convince... If you enjoy something, and hey, keep enjoying it. Just laugh at what I say about something and, you know, live your life. What if all 300,000 watch you at once? That would make me one of the biggest streamers in the world. Like, top level streamers usually top out somewhere in the range of like 20,000 to 50,000 live viewers. So if I were getting 300,000, I would probably be the #1 streamer across every platform in the world. But that's not going to happen, by the way. You're lucky if you get like 1% of whatever your subscription audience is to like watch live streams. What's the next big game release? FF7 Rebirth? FF7 Rebirth, but there's also that Alone in the Dark coming out next year. And then there's a few other games, I think, early next year as well. There's also the Dragon's Dogma. I'm gonna send COD. Right now I'm gonna be starting work on Spider-Man 2. Assuming I get Spider-Man 2 finished on time and I have enough time for another video this year, I might do COD just because it'd be pretty short. So I could just like bang that one out real quick before, you know, the holidays. By the way, I seen a stream bot that was reposting YouTube live stream chat comments into Twitch chat for a guy who was dual streaming. Definitely worth looking into if you only want to read. Well, I would try to be reading both chats. But I know what you mean. There's like different ways you can like combine chats like that. I'd never heard of the bot way of doing it before. That's kind of interesting. But I got a big monitor here. I can like keep both a Twitch chat open and a YouTube chat open. Evening, everyone. Rakataroshi, how you doing? Welcome back. Sorry, I'm busy hydrating myself like a, you know, fucking leaf. My body demands fluids after a week of being sick. You don't have two monitors? I have two monitors that I'm using. I have one in horizontal, one in vertical. Can you guess which one I play games? As if it isn't obvious. Yeah, I like playing my video games in the TikTok format. You know, nice vertical split view. Sounding a lot better? I definitely am. I'm on the mend. I think by tomorrow, hopefully, I'll be completely, cured. Best and worst Final Fantasy game? Well, my personal best is Final Fantasy 9. Worst would be Final Fantasy 13. That should be pretty obvious, I feel, at this point. You know the poems that make a thick book? There's 90 poems in total with a word count of all of them. You know, you're gonna sell it on Amazon? Not a bad idea. Even though Final Fantasy 13 is horrible to me, I hope people that liked it get the chance to play a remaster someday. Or that. I don't know if I'd want to wish for a remaster of it, since that takes away the option of them doing something else, but hey. People like it. If someone likes it, that's probably fine. Don't give them any ideas. They'll start making vertical video games for the They already do, but they're all on mobile. Vertical video games are all for your mobile phone. Best FF for you is FF7 Remake. I mean, I did like that. I liked it a lot, even. I was actually surprised how much I ended up liking the 7 Remake. It just seemed like it did a really good job. So here's the Rebirth continuing the trend. You can play Resident Evil 8 on your iPhone. I don't have an iPhone. Still rocking my Android. It's like 5 or 6 years old. I'm actually surprised it's lasted this long. I figured the battery would have given out by now. Android forever. Alright, chat. Time to square up. Are you an Android user or an iPhone user? I got Purge coming. I won't tell you who's getting purged beforehand, but you gotta state your... Ugh, I don't understand the phone camps. Like, yeah, I'm an Android user. Yeah, fuck you. Like, what? Why do we have to separate ourselves on these lines? Windows phone. Madman over here. Using a phone that they don't even make anymore. Cheapest Motorola Android possible. I like that. You know what? That tells me that you don't really spend a lot of time on your phone and you're experiencing the world around you. That's a man you can trust. Used to have a Google Pixel. Those are pretty good from what I've heard. What's up, Mike? How you doing? You're doing laundry, so I won't be here as much. Okay, when I think of doing laundry, it's not really a hands-on chore. It's like, let me throw my clothes into this bin and then turn it on and let it spin for like the next hour. And then I take them out and put them in another machine and it spins for an hour. So unless you're out like by the river with a washing board scrubbing your clothes, not sure why it'll take you away from us. Even though you see FF7 Episode Remake as 2 different games, well, yeah, it's the way you're supposed to see them actually, since they are. I don't think the remake nailed the characters. I think they did, for one, nailing the world, the music, and characters. They did an excellent job, true. Like, the music alone is like almost worth the price of getting that game. The Amish laundry. My apartment doesn't have laundry machines and stuff. Oh yeah, forget New Yorker. Keep forgetting, like, that's only like $1 million condos that have a one laundry machine installed in them. Not sure Amazon would approve of some of the poems talked about to be safe. I mean, they sell porn on Amazon. You'll be fine. Like, you can literally buy porn books on Amazon. A new washing machine. You know, my washing machine has lasted me ever since I bought it when I first moved out. So it's like rugged as hell. Never had to replace a single part on it. Boss fights were awesome. That they were. Glad I'm not on Amazon. So what? Well, you have to go looking for it. Not that I have. See, still snorting a little bit. Alright, let me get this going. I think we're ready to start playing the game, chat. I think I'm ready. Work at Whole Foods, which does Amazon returns, and a guy later literally returned Japanese porn books. Just no shame at all, right? Is I need to return these? I mean, are you supposed to ask, what did you use them for? Anytime someone returns something porn related, you gotta wonder, did he use this? I figure there'd be like a no return policy on those kind of goods. You think there'll be a Porn Souls game one day? Would you really want to put that much effort into it when your goal is to like do other things with your hands? Porn games are weird though, who knows? They're also usually terrible. So, yeah. I'm gonna continue where we left off last night. Slight damage. 1 or 2 pages stick together. Dominios. Other thing I'm worried about publishing on Amazon is someone using an AI tool to make it seem like I've written other things besides poetry. I don't think that's ever happened before. I mean, using an AI tool to make it seem like I've written, like, how would that work? Like the only thing AI can do right now is write things for you. So they'd have to like write something and like publish it themselves. Yeah, I think you're a little confused on how that would go. Just a touch confused. You know what? Few women who actually read them for the plot. Women actually really enjoy like erotic fiction. Why do you think those those books did so well? You know, the ones about like your what was it called? 50 Shades of Grey and its sequels and Twilight and everything else. You sound better, I am better. Definitely, you know, on the mend. I need to be on the lookout for like a special tree here. But didn't that lady want me to grab something from some guy's office as well? Back at the church. We might have to go back and search that sometime tonight. I might have missed something. Basically, someone trained an AI tool off of someone's books and then published them onto the author's Amazon page. I mean, I haven't heard of that, but I don't know how they would release it on someone else's page, though. That's usually like their own, unless they got a code of their account as well. But if that were to happen, that just means you got lawsuit material. Last night I killed a pope. I killed a bug pope that was living in another bug's ass. Common consensus that women like books and men like videos for the salacious entertainment. Hey, we're all different. We got our tastes. Oof, that's a bear. Notice you, senpai? If that's what it takes, then I will notice you. Ow! How you doing, samurai? This is easy to please. I just say someone's name and they're like, finally. I volunteered at a library. All I did was read illegal manga scans. Alright, you're making that sound way more illicit than it actually is. Like I was reading illegal stuff, man. Like you're just looking at websites that had scans online. It's not that big of a deal. That's how like the majority of people in the West read their manga. Man, what are you in for? I was reading manga off scan sites. They caught me red-handed. What about you? I killed 30 people. But you man, you fucking evil. You get yelled at for not working, and that's the true crime, isn't it? You're wasting your employer's money. Yeah, before we go over this way any further, I want to go check something over there. I was like 15, I found a smut novel at the library and I had a summer job. It was a filth like horror fleshlight wall. What? It was filth like horror fleshlight walls. Okay, that was just probably just like sexual body horror rather than straight up smut. But it's probably still traumatizing for you. Acidic crystal spear. Let me check this out. Not really a weapon for me though, but we'll look at it. Dart, get a lurk emote, damn it. A lurk. What? But if you're lurking, why do you need an emote if you only get to use it once? Well, I do have an idea for a lurk emote. It would just be like a pair of eyes peeking out from underneath a blanket. I just never had it made. Base and Neo are bullying me for not doing side quests in God of War Ragnarok. Hey, it's your game. You play it the way you want. That sounds so on brand for me. I mean, I don't have any emote spots left is also the thing. So there's really no point in having a new emote made because I don't have any spots for the upload. I have to delete one of my other emotes to use it. And I'm at the point where it gets... I need to like grow a lot more on Twitch before I could ever like get any more emotes. Because I think I need like... I'm at the point where I need like 500 subscriber points to get like another emote. But who knows? If me streaming on YouTube takes off, I mean, who knows? Maybe I can have it there. You never know. Probably won't, but hey. You never know. That's the raid. You know, but I've been thinking of like getting rid of the raid emote, but that's a animated emote. It's not for. It has to be. It can't be used for anything other than animated emote. So I might eventually like replace the door kick emote. Jim likes kicking doors. It just seemed like it worked for a while. I was like, hey, and even though I don't really like raid anyone very often either, so it kind of goes unused. Evening Dark Crow, what's up? How you doing? Probably pass out at like 11, I think. This is because your meds that I'm taking it, right? Okay. think I'm getting that whole seasonal depression thing. I've been more sad lately, harder to get out of bed. I've dealt with that before too. Every other year, I'll sometimes deal with like a minor case of it. It does suck though. But it does feel like I don't know, for me it only lasted like usually like a week at most. Maybe it's worse for you. What's on my agenda for the next 6 weeks? Get that Spider-Man 2 video out. Possibly play Modern Warfare 3. I don't know. I'm not sure after that actually. Then I have a trip to plan. But that's toward the end of the month. And play Shenmue maybe next year. Maybe next year. Nice to hear you are feeling better. Yeah, I'm almost recovered, but I'm still a little sick. I think this game is maybe a little too easy compared to something like a Bloodborne or a Dark Souls. Like, most of the enemies aren't really feeling that intimidating to me. Wanted, Black Rabbit Brotherhood. Criminal group of 4 stalkers charged with theft, assault, tampering with bodies, and other serious crimes. Base is in the Malum district. Be extremely careful. Wish you'd rather play Modern... Well, thing is, Modern Warfare 3 would literally be like one stream for me, so it wouldn't even take me that long. Assassin's Creed Mirage, possibly I might take up playing that at some point, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, chat. I'm beginning to want that. Did that game like sell badly or something? Because I saw no one talking about it, releasing content for it. Just heard it's not a lot of content. Well, that's a good thing considering that they've had too much content. They couldn't review it. It was hiding behind a mirage. I see what you did. You don't even worry about schizophrenia because you take the good meds for it. Well, good for you, because like I've mentioned before, my dad suffered from that disease, and he didn't take his meds, and it just got progressively worse. Heal. Come on, that takes too long. It didn't heal me. Oh, it's like a slow heal. Fuck. Your cat seems to have caught a virus. Her tongue would be sticking out and she'd be drooling a lot. She's gotten some antibiotics and swelling in her mouth. No, no, you know, that's the one thing I'm glad Dex has never gotten sick. That's the, the advantage of being a house cat. Hey, Lucky, what's up? How you doing tonight? Well, let's go get revenge on that motherfucker. Why is this doggo beating the shit out of me? Yeah, this way, right? Doggo, no, you're a cato person. Can't help it. They're easy to take care of. Barely survived my fight with nature, chat. It was a struggle between man and beast. It's kind of a long track back to where I died as well. I'm watching horror films all day. YouTube is actually in like a period where it's suggesting a bunch of horror shorts to me. For the longest while, it was like coffee videos being suggested to me. Now it's like all horror shorts. Could have been better though. Been watching Friday the 13th a lot recently. You like going through the entire series or something? Isn't it in the first Friday the 13th movie? It's not even like wearing the hockey mask. It's like it's like his mother wearing like a bag on her head. In fact, I don't think the hockey mask became a thing until like the third movie. Alright. This guy busts. There's my shit. Much better that time. What would you say are the most entertaining horror movies? I mentioned before, my favorites are like The Thing, The Shining. Halloween is that for a slasher movie, Halloween, like the first Halloween movie is actually really freaking good. It's probably like the best slasher film. Uh, Event Horizon is really good for sci-fi horror. Salem's Lot is actually a really good Stephen King horror movie that I don't think gets nearly as much credit as it deserves. I still remember like the scene, like the little girl floating outside some of the kids' window being, you know, stuck in my memory. Weirdly, the first It movie as well, just because it's almost like a horror comedy. Didn't Event Horizon inspire Doom? Doom came out, was already a thing before Event Horizon. Doom came out in the early to mid 90s. Event Horizon was like 2001. Event Horizon used porn actors. Yeah, apparently that footage has been lost forever though. They were hoping to like restore the lost parts of that movie in like a director's cut, but they've never been able to find it. Yeah, Dead Space that Event Horizon inspired. But yeah, I haven't actually seen the newer It movies, but I heard like the first one was rather good. It's in the theatrical release. There's like several pieces of like footage that was made for Event Horizon that was just lost. They just were never able to recover. Another like older horror movie I like is The Exorcist, the first one. Pretty good thing. Also Damien. I remember Damien is a really good horror movie just because it's like the way that movie is shot is just really odd and creepy. Like the camera angles they use on the kid, like when he's like riding his tricycle and knocks his nanny off the banister. And then the music they put along every side, everything. All works pretty well. Speaking of lost media, apparently they were able to recover the opening of the lost Shrek movie where the main character is really, what did he look like? I've never even known about this lost Shrek movie. There's even treasure to be found in a collapsing shack. Find out what happened to the greedy couple. Oh wait, I could have gotten off there. Everything changed after the doctor spread the blue medicine. I buried my brother. I don't even know it was my brother. Who is the doctor? Whose blue hair is it? It is Kane. This is a shortcut, right? Yeah. Excellent. Did a monologue in high school called Footsteps about that. It's very, very real. What is it? Footsteps freak me out, especially when I can't tell where they're coming from. Yeah, audio is what is way easier to trick yourself than your vision. It can really mess with you. Like it will just naturally make you unsettled if you can't figure out where audio you're hearing is coming from. It will make you focus on it. Lost version of Shrek that was supposed to come out in 1985, but unfortunately had to stop production due to the main actor passing away. From the animation, you could see why the animators didn't like working on it. So what was Shrek going to be then? Was he not a big swamp troll?
I'll use my power to help you.
Chris Farley. Oh. Okay, yeah, that does explain him dying then. Alright, what do we want? So put one into that, and then one into motivity. He was an ogre still, but the animation didn't look great. Well, 1995, they were still really getting a hold on that whole 3D animation thing. Isn't that just like 1 year after Toy Story came out? Like, Toy Story, I think, was 94, wasn't it? I'm getting to wonder if I should put a new handle on my sword. I've been using this one for a while. What handle? Maybe the one I got with that spear? I don't know. No, you're not a traveler, but was there anything that surprised you culturally when you went to a certain place? Well, I actually did some traveling just a month ago. I was in Boston, Salem, and then New York. Would anything surprise me? I'm not sure. There's always a little bit of culture shock. It took me a little bit, of the three that I was there, you know, visited, the three places I visited during that week, New York was the one that took me a few hours to adjust to. Because you gotta like learn to jaywalk everywhere. And then the first restaurant we went to, which was like a really apparently famous pizza place, Sam of Bleecker Street, I think it was like that, is a very good pizza, but the guy who was like serving us was just like the worst server ever. He's like, I don't think he said a single word. He's like, you know, did the whole head nod thing. So I was that gave me a weird experience, and I was like, I wonder if all the service is like that here. Maybe they just don't have time, or they're frustrated. Have I ever been to California? I will probably be in California actually end of the year. So soonish. Around that whole Christmas time and all that, you know? Make sure to check out Lake Tahoe. That is where all the good snow is. Go to Lake Tahoe. Isn't that... So is that in... What area? California is a big place. You can only check out so much, you know? Between Nevada and Cali. Don't go into the hills too far up there. Why? Now you got me interested. The haunted lands. Sequoia National Park. Oh, all them big trees are at. No. That is one of those places on the bucket list. California has a lot of cults. Really? Well, I know there's like the Scientology, and there's been like also like the ones where they like Heaven's Door, all the kids kill themselves. But I didn't know they had a bunch of different cults. You're definitely going to LA. Well, it's been decided by Green Hood Chat. I am going to LA. Want to go to Dinosaur National Park in Utah and see real, honest-to-God dinosaurs. Only place in the world to find them. April, May, you can go to Lancaster and see the largest California polyfields if you get good rain. Well, I'm not going to be in California in April and May. As an American that lived in Europe, I had a ton of culture shock moments. One that surprised me was how popular Disney's Donald Duck and DuckTale comics were over there. Like, I'd never enter a gas station and see a big display of their comics. Yeah, I think I've actually heard about that before. It can be, yeah. Which part of Europe were you in? Do you mind me asking? Why you plan on, why you're planning on going to San Fran? I've heard that San Fran is a little rough. Not to speak ill of it, but I've heard rough things about it. Something about you're not, I mean, it may look pretty, but you're likely to get stabbed in a lot of it. Ooh, that guy's gonna break through that gate, ain't he? Really gentrified and expensive now? Well, I expect that too, but I've just heard like, you know.
Test 1 2 1 2. Schedule update for the intruder. It's time. Tonight.
Oh. What off his fucking head. By the way, I lived in northern Italy, but I would visit Germany, Austria a lot, which is where I see those comics. Italy is a place I would like to visit. Italy for food. I think everyone goes to Italy for food. Either that or just like, yo, I want to see damn Roman ruins, man. I want to see what that Colosseum's all about, yeah? Where real men fought and died for glory. Your Italian isn't too bad, aren't you? I know you speak English and also Spanish. I didn't know you spoke Italian as well.
Now, here's a safety reminder for all the malcontents of the Marlin district. A nasty puppet has invaded our territory. Be careful.
Target info, unknown affiliation sweepers, codename Cat, joined the group as an apprentice stalker, but is inactive in the group, has been reported multiple times for ignoring ranks and neglecting duty. Not being in contact with the past year with the Fox, a bastard stalker, under investigation for leaking inside secrets, but has not responded yet. The bastards, codename Fox, as it is with the bastards, she is assumed to have been ousted from the noble succession. Interesting thing is, she claims that a cat is a bastard of the family. So, in other words, her lost sibling. If the information above is reliable, the cat is possibly a spy from the bastards. An unofficial interrogation, so there are no restrictions on the methods available. I'm expecting them to ambush me in another big fight, so I'm on my toes, Chad. On my toes, streaming on these tippy toes. Got practice for my ballet. You bought 4 kilograms of popcorn chicken for $20 today. Honestly, I think that might be a little pricey for 4 kilograms of, chicken, but then my metric brain, I don't really have much of that, so I'm not sure how much that is in pounds. Standing on the grippers, yeah. And I got amazing toes too, Chad. They're, since I wear healthy shoes. They're not all like squunched together. You know what? This is one of those parts of a Souls game you don't really need to copy. The whole, like, let's do the falling section. Setting up for OnlyFans. You guys think I'm joking about my feet? They are near perfection. I'm being dead serious. I got great feet. I don't know why I don't use them to make money. Chat, I'm even got, from where I'm used to like being on my feet and working out enough, I've got veiny feet. I got vascular feet. Stop? No. I can only go forward. And we made it. And one way to prove it, show pics. Only if you're paying. And by that I mean paying a lot. Welcome to the territory of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. Remember, anyone who fails to pay the protection fee will, on time is headed straight for the coffin, idiot. Pics or it isn't true. Why can't anyone take anyone's word on the internet anymore? There was a time, chat, when you met someone on the internet and you trusted them. Where'd those good times go? Who hurt all of you so much? Elon Musk happened. That was just recently, though, everyone started hating him. This has been a change in the making for the years.
Oh, I saw you go into the factory. But you're here. So, wait. You came out of the factory? That's a new one.
I thought you would have been burnt to a crisp. But look at you. All intact.
Brother, being too frank is rude. We should praise him for being stronger than he looks. Why not join forces? Play our cards right, and we could defeat the villains who rule this area.
They're the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. The baddies who torment the residents around here.
We heard their hideout is stuffed with treasure. And it's a good time to liberate this place as well. Pretty sweet deal, don't you think?
All you have to do is create a distraction. That's it. The rest we can handle.
So, you gonna do it? Smart choice. Look at our smart friend,
Go
Gato.
along with Cannon.
We're no slouches in the fisticuffs department in a pinch. You lead. We'll bring up the rear and watch for hidden threats.
I'm sure they'll help me out. I will take your calf pick and use AI to generate those gamer stompers. Yeah, but that's not gonna give you the same feeling. You'll know it's fake. Like, you know what, this ain't the real thing.
What do you think? Not bad, eh? Our new dumbass.
I can hear you, you know. I was worried I would hit them, but I don't think I can actually. Alright, come along, lads. I'm sure you'll follow me in here, right? The door won't shut. This clearly looks like a sliding door of some type. Actually, let's lead it out to us, so you have to fight it. Good job. I'll probably have to fight them. They'll like turn on me once we get to the treasure. Like, good job, mate. Now, step away from the treasure, will you? How has the story developed since the first few streams? I took a short break from Twitch. Developed, you ask? We've just been meeting new characters, and we're like looking for... We killed like a evil bug pope. And that powered up some kind of machine for the King of Puppets, I believe. That's really all that's happened. Okay, let me fall down that real quick. How's everyone doing? I think, well, I'm feeling better, as you can tell. I think I sound better, too. I say right before I need to cough. But yeah, I'm on the mend. If I taste the Le Blewis, the greatest wine in the world. La Blewis winery has a long history of vintage wine starting alongside the revival of Crot. Its rosy color known as the ruby of heaven, its delicately matured scent and taste. Its wonderful aftertaste. After the secondary stalker enjoys Le Blewis, Taste the best wine chosen by the one who stood at the pinnacle. But I want to know about the tannins, and does it taste like, leave faint notes of raspberry and lemon? You gotta describe your wine like you're talking about a symphony. That's how you do it. Like it's got faint notes of raspberries, an aura of your chocolate. See, earthy. You can also say the word tannins at some point as well. All the tannins. Tannins speak of the charisma of the person who brewed it. I swear, wine reviewers speak about wine in the same way Kingdom Hearts speaks about, friendship. It's all a lot of bullshit.
Whoa, hold up. It's been a while since I worked like that. I got aches, you know? And I wouldn't want to cramp your style. I'll take a breather here, then catch up later.
Cabaret is like darkness. This sniffs wine. I can faint notes of darkness within this wine. And a brief tannins of, Xehanort. A good year. Yeah, they left me. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna stand here in the rain. Gosh, Sora, don't you think you've had enough? No, Goofy, it's fine. I know when to stop. I thought I could maybe do a Donald Duck with this, the old croaky voice, but I can't. I sound like someone who's like, Jay, Sora. Can't do a Donald Duck. Let me have a glass, Sora. Oh, my clit. I love money. There you go. Thank you, Titus. We need a laughter pause. If you did a Mickey impression, the kids would lose their shit. Yeah, that's the best. Well, I can do a
This just in. The intruder turned out to be Geppetto's puppet. This month's protection fee will be waived for anyone who hunts it down.
If you showed Walt Disney Kingdom Hearts, what would he think of this series?
Run, you idiot.
I have no idea. I don't really know much about Walt Disney's character as a person, other than he was a bit egotistical or something like that. I don't know, he's probably like a bit nutty. Oh shit. I kind of lure this thing over here so I can fight it away from the snipers. Or can I equip a weapon that I can throw at the snipers? Maybe I'll do that. Alright, now we can fight the big guy, I think. Walt was very anti-Semitic. I did know that at the time, yes. So that does practically nothing. Oh, never mind. Actually pretty good. Transmog the Spartan set in God of War Ragnarok. Now I got shirtless Kratos and I won't be one-shot basic bitch enemies. Okay. Wait, congrats on being a better God of War. I like this kind of flooded level, it's neat. The water effects are pretty nice. Well, the overall game, is pretty nice looking. Like, this is what I was kind of hoping the frame rate in, like, Bloodborne would eventually play like if they released it on PC, but nope, can't do that. So they had to let this game come out and beat them to the punch. This is lit up, right? Is there a game that's supposed to come out this year that disappointed, that got pushed back? We're looking forward towards Plucky Squire. I don't know if there's anything I was disappointed got pushed back, because there was a lot of stuff. There was the Alone in the Dark game that was scheduled to come out, like, I think around October, but they pushed that back until next year, so we'll see if that ends up being any good though. But there was already plenty of stuff coming out that I wasn't, you know, too upset about that. This has already been a very packed year, so something being held back so we can get a little bit better, be good next year, I'm fine with. Wonder if 2024 can live up to 2023. It's looking like next year will be a more about new game. I don't know. There's a lot of this year was a lot of sequels and remakes, but a lot of good ones. Next year is looking like it might be more new IP or revived old IP that hasn't had a game in a long time. Controversial question, better or worse than Bloodborne? Technology-wise, definitely better. It plays smoother and it looks nicer. I still think Bloodborne is more interesting as a world, because it's all Lovecraftian, like, horror beyond human imagination stuff, and body horror too. And also that it was also just more, I don't know, this game is doing its best, but it's not quite as difficult as, say, like those. It doesn't have the same challenge. It feels like they wanted to make a difficult game, but they also held back a lot because they were worried they might make it unplayable for some people. Like, I don't know. It definitely is nowhere near as hard, and there's not much enemy variety or like intimidating enemies that come at you that makes you rethink what you're going to do. Like, my strategy going in is like, I'm going to whack it. Go whack it. That'll be enough. Wish a Bloodborne remaster could look like this. That's what I was hoping for. Bone cutting saw blade. Wait, should have checked what this weapon works with. This is actually a motivity weapon. I could end up using this. Maybe I'll take the handle off it and put my blade on it. Well, the handle is what determines what kind of swings you make with a weapon, right? Nice. Alright, on our way. Wait, there was something else I didn't need to check up there real quick. Would do anything for a Bloodborne 2? I don't think they're working on it though. Oh, okay, that just leaves it on there. Okay. Did they sell the rights? I just don't think they're working on one. Let's see. Bloodborne 2, and this time no farming blood vials. Yeah, this game decided not to follow that idea from Bloodborne. FromSoft games are cheap with their enemies in a lot of ways, like ridiculous lunges. Well, this game does that too. But it's just because there's way more enemy variety in that's the one thing I've noticed that every single like FromSoft like game the other developer tries to make. They never want to go the extra mile to come up with as much enemy variety that have all these weird and like sometimes bizarre and even, you know, let's say bullshit attack patterns that make you rethink how you approach combat. They all seem to fall short on that front. That is like the one element anyone who wants to make a Souls-like game, it seems to always miss. Mainly because it's very expensive, so they probably just don't have the time to do that. But that's something I've noticed over time. Like every game that's not From Software, wants to be like From Software, it never goes that mile to make the extra enemy variety. Like there are enemies I remember in Elden Ring that I was legit afraid to fight sometimes. Like there's those like those crazy witch ladies who would like come up out of the ground at times, and it was just maul you to death. I never wanted to see those come after me. And those Iron Maiden things that would chase you down and like suck you into like another dimension. And then you had the ones that literally like look at you and drive you nuts. Among them, it's all good. And the others, like you never want to fight like all three of those crystal bastards all at once either. One-on-one, they're not too bad, but once you get them in a group, they're just like maul you.
Another fine day in the city of Krat, but I wonder, my friend, just where you've been? Ah. I hope my return isn't too unexpected. It seems that our fates may be interconnected. Now, do pay attention. You won't want to miss when the king of all riddles says, "Riddle me this." I stand tall and proud when I'm young
Sounds
What
familiar.
am I?
They kind of make it obvious, though, aren't they? By just split it between two choices.
That's right. Did you cheat? Are you cheating? Better not be cheating. You're irritatingly good at this.
Remember the 3-year cruise that got canceled a week before it was scheduled to set sail and left people scrambling? Apparently, some passengers sold their home business. But a 3-year cruise?
You're either very lucky, improbably bright, or more likely.
Who would want to go on a
cheating.
cruise for 3 years?
I would never level such an accusation in a culture where dueling is still an acceptable method of solving disputes. I'm the king of riddles, not the king of swordplay. You know, I wonder, perhaps it's your connection to Candle. Because the answer is, right? You get it, but you're not feeling violent. Huh, even better. It's as good a time as any to grant you this boon. Now, take your new key and say, give me some room. I can tell you're enjoying these times that we spar. I take leave of you now, but don't go too far.
Well, you know what? I'm sad they didn't go on their 3-year cruise. But, you know, honestly, that just feels miserable. 3 years at sea? Yeah, that usually what's you want to avoid that. A 3-hour tour. Who is that guy? Is he this game's main villain? No, I think he's some kind of like the king of riddles or something. He just like antagonizes over the phone. Shit, fucking figs. Like I said, every F word I could think of there. Well, there was a few F words I could have said there, but those would get me kicked off. Riddler from Batman? Well, more or less. I wish the level would get more flooded as I go. Basically, steampunk Riddler, that is, yeah, but we'll see if he's wearing green, though. Oof. Set the trap and I walked right into a chat. Oh well. According to the itinerary, the ship was going to 385 ports and visit every continent, even Antarctica. I mean, I guess it's what I guess. I don't know. It just feels like if I were ever going on a cruise, I wouldn't want to be gone for that long. Though I have heard of people who literally like, instead of like go to retirement homes now, or look because it's apparently cheaper to just go on a constant cruise. There are people like it's, you know, instead of like retiring, just go on an infinite cruise. I don't know how they would afford it, but or how, I guess maybe they made a lot of money before they retired. So why did they cancel it as well, by the way? I didn't hear any part of the story that explained, like, yeah, we have to call out this 3-year cruise thing. You know that Mr. Freeze was an underrated character back in the day. It wasn't until the animated series that shined a light on him. Honestly, I think a lot of Batman's current like popularity is owed to the cartoon from the 90s. That was just such a great, one of the best cartoons ever made. You wouldn't, from that, you wouldn't really have Harley Quinn. Obviously Mr. Freeze was made more popular by it. I think a lot of characters were made more popular by it.
It's funny seeing him all flustered. Hey, the idiots actually.
Well, cool. Bunny ladies chat. Hugh Jackman merits. Hugh Jackman merits the 90s X-Men cartoon with the early X-Men movie. Oh, definitely. I mean, that X-Men cartoon is so pivotal, Marvel is bringing it back. Even they're like, yeah, we're just gonna like make a cartoon and it's gonna be taking place in the same universe as that one after it ended. I mean, knowing Marvel to play still suck, but hey, it's a nice idea. Curious Impulse, how you been, man? I think you're the 46 months of subscription too. Hope you're having a good one out there. Animated series Batman is the best version of Batman. It is like the voice that I actually see, or like when I think of Batman, I think of Kevin Conroy's voice. That was just like the perfect casting. It's also Joker's voice. I feel like, Luke Skywalker is just the voice of Joker. I can't think of anyone else's voice when I think of Joker. Rip Kevin Conroy. Average a cruise cost is for $500 a week, would only cost $26,000 to sail for a year. So if you have $1 million in retirement funds, you could sail for 38 years non-stop. Yeah, I guess you could just like spend your retirement doing that if you really wanted to. This way, right? Red Lobster Inn. Taste the essence of traditional dishes. Okay, the red Lobster. Come on, they knew that's a thing in America, right? Come on down to Red Lobster. Yeah, about what you expect to see in the clientele of a Red Lobster, honestly. Many of times I've gone in there and seen people with tentacles. Stop doing the Dead Space thing. Okay, I really don't like this fucker. I'm dead. Okay, he ended up being a bit intimidating. I gotta make my way all the way back, huh? Oh, and I was so close to getting, like, that's the Red Lobster. Oh, god damn it. I was so close to getting a shortcut. That's painful, man. Everyone, Dartigan included. What is your favorite riddle? It doesn't have to be by the Riddler. I don't really like riddles that much. They're, if I'm being honest, they're kind of lame. I've never sat around like, man, what a great riddle. Love that riddle. Fuck off, dog. God, I hate the dogs too. Sorry, I'm swearing so much tonight. This is meant to be like a Christian stream. Yeah, I'm not bothering with you. Bug off. Fuck off, lady. Actually, I went the wrong way. Just how far will the enemies chase me, I wonder. Okay, they do stop eventually. Dogs suck across every... Yeah, they always go out of their way to make a dog enemy super annoying in these games. I saw a clip of an OG X-Men cartoon where Gambit tastes Jean Grey's Christmas dinner, and the joke was basically she don't know how to season. Well, Gambit is Cajun, which is like American French. So he's probably very snooty on how he wants his food to taste. Alright, back this way. I think it's this way, right? Thank you, dogs, for taking all my health. First I thought a dice. Okay, you said you ain't got no cayenne, no garlic powder. Had me roll. Said you ain't got no cayenne pepper, no garlic powder. Yeah, those are two very vital seasonings. I don't know how you get by without it. But women not being able to cook is like a long-running joke when you have like action girls who are like combat focused. Like, no, she can't cook. She can't be too good. Alright, we're back at the Red Lobster. I don't want to fight these things in this room. It's kind of difficult. Good. You know, people want the actor that played Harry Potter to play Wolverine because of the height. It's also, he just, if he, you know, honestly, I saw that, and actually, I'm not against the idea. It could work, honestly. I don't know how good his like Canadian accent is. He'd probably have to work on that a little bit. But yeah, he could do that. Daniel Radcliffe could make a good Wolverine. Telltale came back to life and released a new game. Well, yeah, it's that one of the sci-fi with The Verge, right? No one talked about it, so I don't know if it's any good. It's just a company wearing their skin, I think is what it is. There's like, they bought it out and they're like using the name. I don't know if they're actually worth even looking into anymore. Can't wait to see a Jack Daniel Radcliffe. He actually is in pretty good shape, I know. Did Equius, which is a super hard show in a role that requires you to... Isn't that the one where he, like, is romancing a horse or something? I remember seeing something about a movie he was in where he's, like, naked with a horse. And everyone was like, is this the same kid that did Harry Potter? Welcome to the Monad Charity House. The Monad Charity House is also known for its nickname, the Rose Estate. Originally, we were a charity organization for poor children, but today we are the Monard family's sponsorship. Become a boarding school with high-quality welfare and education curriculum. Children can get stalker, workshop technician, alchemist education according to their aptitude and career path. This day, about 200 graduates are from the Monad Charity House and actively working in different fields in Krot. For more details and sponsorship, please contact the Charity House manager. You look like a donkey in this picture. Stop doodling on my picture, Romeo. It's a wild show. My mom saw it and said it was incredible. So it's like a stage play that got turned into a movie. He also played like a devil or something with some horns or something from what I remember, a movie like that. Basically, his entire career after he like finished up Harry Potter was like his agent brings him like a script and Daniel Radcliffe is probably like, hold on a second before you go any further. Is this weird? And then the agent is probably like, yeah, and he's like, sign me up. He like only wants to do the weirdest scripts that get given to him. Sign me up for that weird shit. I mean, after you do a bunch of Harry Potter, you might as well do some weird shit. That's why he played Weird Al.
I thought there were no more survivors.
Ah, what are you buying?
You're new. I do love a bit
One of
of
those actors
commerce,
whose
but the
life was
bosses
set
are
from the
really
Harry Potter
strict
movie,
about
so
who I'm allowed to
now he
sell
gets
to.
to do whatever
Are you
roles he
with the
wants,
Black
so he
Rabbit
does
Brotherhood?
goofy stuff. I mean, true. He doesn't have to worry about money, I don't believe. You with the Black Rabbit Brotherhood? No.
I like your honesty, kid. But you should know that if you're not one of us, the bosses will feed you to the monsters. If you, give me a little something, I feel like I'll remember that you belong here. How does that sound? Just show me your sincerity. Oh, I completely forgot. You must be new, eh? Go ahead and take a look. Let's keep this between us, eh?
Okay. Arc shot. Parts that affects puppets circular can enhance resistance to shock. He's also got a weapon here. Bramble curved sword blade. Oh yeah, I'll buy that. I don't have ergo. Oh, I forgot to pick up my shit. I was wondering where all my money was at. Go back and grab that before I forget. I'm liking this Red Lobster. I wish they were all built like this. It's a nice atmosphere. Are you gonna do a playthrough in the future for Lords of the Fallen? Maybe. That'll be next year though if it happens.
The bosses work hard too.
Need to replenish my stock, chat. Would kind of like to see you stream Final Fantasy V. It's very goofy and has a fun battle. You 5. I've never really played 5, but like briefly the very beginning of it. I've played 6, almost all of 6. I feel like the game nails the Souls vibe in a world, but it could use. I heard it didn't run very well, so has it been patched so it can actually be playable now? 6 has the Opera House scene. Actually, yeah, the Pixel remaster of 6 that released this year has that now fully voiced, I believe, as well. The famous opera scene. They created like an entire track for it. Oh wait. Okay, that's what came in. Okay, upstairs. Oh wait. That's where I activated the thing. It's gotta be this way, right? That's my two friends.
Looking good. Who'd have thought we'd make it this far? You've got all kinds of skills. Hey, everything went smooth as silk. And you know me, I don't impress easy.
Sure, but I gotta ask. You really gonna take on the Black Rabbit Brotherhood? By yourself?
Lie to him, lie. They didn't give me an option. I don't even know what my goal is here. I just like, this is where the game led me. So I'm like, yeah, I'll do whatever I need to do. Maybe I should like stop and talk to my father and, oh wait, this is the boss fight. Alright, we're gonna go back and use up these ergo before I do it. So is there a lore reason why you're a furry? I'm not, this is like a piece of cosmetics that I got that put on. Did you think this is what the main character actually looks like? No, this is your actual face. Also be a donkey. What a mouse. Corrosion resistance there. Alright, we're equipped. How goes the stream? The stream continues on. Ever, forever and ever. It's going well enough. We're about to fight a boss, so I was preparing for that. Forever streamer. You've heard of 24-hour subathons? Streaming or never stopping, baby. Stream will be on for. I'll be like that. You'll chill beats the study by girl. Keeps going for years. All All right. Shit.
I'll use my power.
All right, now I need a few more.
I'll use my power to help
Give
you.
Aladoro boss Ergo. Wait, what? I don't know who that is. I think I've met an Aladoro boss yet. Yeah, alright, I need a little bit more.
I'll use my power to help
Did you talk with Sophia? She the nun in the church? Because I don't remember who she is otherwise. I'll have any more wishes for my wish stone. Also got a new weapon, but I should probably try that out real quick. Right next to lady in the wheelchair. Oh, I don't think she's in there. I don't think, no. She's not in here right now. Oh, wait, oh, yeah. Well, this guy showed up here.
Oh, it's you. This hotel is indeed a refuge from the dangers of the outside world. I am the Hound, a descendant of the city's most aristocratic families. Repaying debts is what we nobles do. Anyone with a worthy spirit is especially welcome. Accordingly, I shall give you the honor of laying eyes upon my treasure. However, you must prove your worthiness. For this legendary treasure, the ergo of a powerful enemy shall suffice. It's up to you if you want to make the exchange. Take your time to admire it. I've certainly done likewise.
Killing strong enemies to gain rare ergo. Aladoro is a treasure hunter who collects his rare ergo. You can exchange your Aladoro's precious weapons or amulets. Alright, so he's got 7 coil spring sword. That's a scales off motility. Okay. Etiquette. That's not really scaling for me though. And then you got Holy Sword of the Ark. And that one I could use since it scales off motility. Damage reduction rate when guarding. Okay. This one's also not for me. Trident of the Covenant. And we got Dancing One Amulet. Enables dodges even with low stamina. An amulet that can be equipped on a puppet. Increases weapon attack in proportion to number of fable slots. There's a chance of none being consumed when using pulse cells. Upon successful perfect guard, temporarily increased damage inflicted by weapon attack. Alright, I'm thinking maybe this sword. You can't disassemble these though. You can't put a new handle on it. What do you think, chat? The Holy Sword of the Ark or 7 coil spring sword? I don't know, maybe this seems pretty good. I like the look of it. It's more interesting than this. There we go. Holy sword sounds cooler, yeah, but it looks kind of like basic. Why not both? I mean, I could, but right now I'm only buying one of them. Yeah, I kind of like it. I'll even like put an upgrade or two into it.
You know that stalker? The Hound? Is it true you brought him here? Wow, I didn't know he was still alive. Thank heavens. I haven't seen him in person, and I don't know how I'd react. How do you thank the man who
I'm able to
saved your
pet the
life?
cat? No, it still like hisses at me.
I'm so glad that someone so kind has reached safety. And speaking of safety, please take care of yourself out there. You're not the only one who's curious. Most people get around to asking where I'm from. My looks give it away, don't they? Suffice it to say, I'm from the country of the morning, beyond the ocean. But I wouldn't be much of a tour guide. All I know about it is
Cat, she's
their
from
weapons.
South Korea.
My family was a house of weapons specialists. It's quite
Pretty
a
sure
reputation
that's what
to
that's
live up to.
intending to. I
They
don't know why
almost
they can't
took
just come up
charge
with a name for their
planning the
fake country
grand
though.
exhibition. But that's their reputation.
Always gotta make it
not
sound
mine.
mysterious. I come from the land
And
of
they
the
deserted me when I was little.
of the morning dew, or whatever.
I don't even know who
It's
they
the
are.
land of Ayaya.
And my reputation is my own. I suppose my only
We're gonna become a
connection
real
to
boy
them would
human.
be
I don't think so.
weapons.
These kind of games usually end on a downer,
So
you
I'm
know.
an orphan, and that hardly makes me exotic and crot. Can I help you with anything else?
I didn't ask you for your life story. I just want to buy things, lady. Alright, yes. Not enough material. Oh, I need ergo.
I know my way around.
Sure. I also tried this with the weapon I just bought. Actually, this weapon makes me a slightly heavy dog boy. I don't know if I'll be using it just yet. Need to up my weight carrying capacity. Actually, where is that weapon? Oh, there it is. Checked. Why you gotta be so cruel? I didn't even say anything. Yeah, anything. Nothing special about it. I might switch the handle off to my other sword because it's very fast to attack with. Let's see about doing that.
I know my way around a weapon.
Alter the handle. Okay, is this... And this one's like so good with motivity though. This one doesn't scale nearly as well, so maybe I won't. I guess we're sticking with the weapon we're currently using. Alright, let's go fight a boss, chat. I've kept you waiting long enough. Too long wait. Need blood. Okay. I should have talked to Geppetto before I left, but whatever. It's not that important. If he has anything interesting to say, he'll say it after we win. Me and the boys. Liar. Oh.
Bring it on. You ain't seen.
Well, they got style. I'll give them that.
Mine! Mine! Move for me, brothers!
It's my turn. So this is Geppetto's pub then, huh? Gotta admit, knows what he's doing. It's been a while since I've let anyone 6 feet on
All right, a bit of a tough one. All right. He sounds like Isaac curb stomping. All 4 of these guys are gonna become my friends after I beat them, chat. We all know it. We all sense it. Sorry you're late. Hey, Dr. Baby, don't worry about that. You show up when you show up. Watch only what you want to watch. And you're here in time for a boss fight.
Hey, what's the big idea leaving us behind? Oh, I knew we shouldn't trust them. Let's get out of here and give those lousy bums the business.
You got wrapped up playing Metro Exodus, huh?
Bring it on. You ain't seen nothing like my grub.
Like I'm fighting Cloud
My
Strike.
father packed it up. God. Ah!
So the guy that screwed me over last time, the spear dude.
So this is Geppetto's puppet, huh? Gotta admit, knows what he's doing.
Pray for me, chat. Ain't looking good. So I gotta sharpen my sword too.
I've seen this before. Let's finish this. You're no bastard. You're a sweeper.
Alright, it's just me and him now. I think. Yeah, got it. Almost. Alright, tough fight. In the latter half of the fight, you were able to cut his sword in half by parrying. That's a pretty cool detail. Yeah, I've done that to a few normal enemies. That was a good fight. I like that one.
Damn you. You'll pay for that.
That's a good boy. Splendid Dartigan. Epic gaming moment. Yeah, that was a pretty good fight. Felt proper. How am I feeling? I'm mostly pretty well now. Still got a few sniffles or a cough every once in a while, but other than that, I'm more or less back to normal. Voice isn't entirely back there either, but I felt pretty good today. You still say this is a relatively easy Souls-like? Yes. None of the bosses have taken more than, I think, like 5 tries. Like, the hardest boss in it so far was the electric police guy robot puppet. He's the only one that I think I had more than, like, 5 tries on.
I'll use my power, Del. I'll use my...
Watched your Mortal Kombat video last night at work. Excellent stuff. Gotta say, that series is really having a midlife. It's been having that ever since Mortal Kombat. Technically 8. 8 was like the first time they tried to reset everything by having a giant battle royale on a pyramid. And then they ended that and they decided, you know what, let's reset time anyways. So they had the whole Raiden sending a message to himself in the past. And then they decided, what if we reset it again by doing more time travel? And that's where you got 11, and now you're in a new universe. And honestly, don't know how they're going to continue it forward, because once you're like in a multiverse, you're kind of just stuck. And you have to like, okay, does that mean you're always going to have like multi-dimensional stuff happening now with like different versions of characters? Or they're just going to have to ignore they did that? I guarantee you they'll end up rebooting again within like, maybe even the next game, who knows? They're like, you know what, this was a bad idea. Go talk with our father. How many bosses have you made it through? I haven't kept count, but a couple. Generally like the way MK1 and 2 left off rather than MK9, to be honest. Wait, you like the way MK1 left off with like Havoc being set up as like a big DLC villain or something? I'm not sure what you're talking about. They put themselves in a corner with not killing most of the kill. Well, they just brought them all back to life, or like made them like evil hell versions of themselves.
You're back. The Malum district was as grim as we feared, was it not? But with the Black Rabbit,
and that, I think the reason they killed everyone off, or as many as they did, is so they could give themselves room to make new characters.
And why not strike at the root of the problem? The King of Puppets' lair is on Rosa Isabel Street.
Was there any new actual characters in Mortal Kombat 1?
We can take down their king.
Now that I think about it,
go to Antonia and get the key to Rosa.
No, yeah,
Isabel
I think there's
Street.
all like legacy characters, not a single new character.
I always remember these favors.
I guess the idea was that you're supposed to like get the reimagined characters, and that was enough.
Send someone so precious into such peril.
Natara has been in Mortal Kombat before. I don't know why they brought her back. I don't think she's ever like a popular character, but
the city of Krat. It's probably not how
would I date Megan Fox? I don't know. Would she date me? She gets a choice in this too, you know.
and I'll fill in the gaps.
MK1 is the first you've ever heard of Natara. She was in, I believe, Deception. MK1 was just speedrunning the 3D era in Natara, was a fan favorite. People have been wanting her back since okay. I mean, not that I know, I just assume. She this looks kind of lame, to be honest with you. Alright, retain guard regained upon pulse cell usage. Add an amulet slot, or retain guard regain. I don't have any more quartz, though I could buy some. Would you even try to fix MK's plot, or would you want it? Honestly, I thought the idea of like setting it in the past, like they hinted at the end of Mortal Kombat 11's DLC, where you have Liu Kang introducing himself to like the ancestor Kung Lao, was a decent idea, but I guess they chickened out of that. But I don't know. It's too convoluted at this point. Should more games use real bands to make in-game songs like Remedy does with Old Gods? I mean, sure, why not? They do it pretty well. But then you also get things like Silent Hill Downpour where they use corn. MK1 reset was done to make it less complicated. There is no way you can make something less complicated by adding concurrent timelines and a multiverse. That is the opposite of making it less complex. And all they did was just basically, for the most part, reset it back to everything that all the characters were originally. Only slight difference is that now Melina is, instead of being evil, she actually is good, and the same with Sindel. And some of the characters that were like, that were big bads got depowered, but are still villains anyway, so it didn't really even matter. All we can say is that both Raiden and Liu Kang really suck at their jobs. Just really suck at it.
I always welcome friends. May I be of service?
Strength enhances fire at a certain time upon a continuous fire pack flame explosion. Can I make any new weapon? How do we do that? Can we make anything that craft Legion arm? Need a Legion plug. Honestly, Pandemonium is the one I think I want the most. Yeah, make it. We'll just like strengthen our firearm. It's been pretty good. Oh, I need 2 of those, never mind. I think what's worse than having corn in Silent Hill was that god-awful bro country that played in the credits of Downpour because the song was called I'm Afraid of Storms. Like all of the music in our game must also reflect the title. It's always a good idea, isn't it? If Raiden and, Liu Kang offered you to join Mortal Kombat, would I join? Why? Their world is boring. For the most part, if you're just on Earthrealm, it's regular day stuff. It's only if you know martial arts that you get any excitement. Am I streaming tomorrow? Yes. No reason not to. So I'll see you then, Jim. Liu Kang was letting personal beef affect his decision making. He didn't have malice toward Garrus or Sindel, so he made them good. But he also, he also did that to Melina for some random reason, even though she never did anything to redeem herself. He also made Baraka a good guy, but also made life worse for him. It's like, I'm gonna make you a good guy, Baraka, but I am just gonna fuck you up. You are dying of a horrible disease. You're no longer just like a species. I didn't get that either. But Garrus made good, but Shang Tsung and Quan Chi was mad at for Deadly. I mean, that's what I implied, is that he held a grudge from Deadly Alliance. Titan Havoc showed up in the Armageddon event universe that was being destroyed after OG Timekeeper Liu Kang killed PG Timekeeper Shang Tsung, if that makes sense. No, I mean, it just like, who cares about Havoc? I really don't give a shit about it. Like, I missed this fight, I won't miss the next one. Okay, cool, bro. Also, why didn't that Shang Tsung's universe get destroyed like Liu Kang said it was after Shang Tsung died? It's still there after he teleported you out. Hey chat, it's just, you know, problem after problem. Black Rabbit. Sale of 10 ergo complete. I like our old broker, man, because he always pays well, but when he's in a hurry, it's hard to secure the ergo he needs. Sometimes I wonder if he devours it or something. What does he need ergo for? Does he really eat it? No scribbling in the ledger, kid. Alchemists are asking for more gold coin fruit. It's not easy to get, so this could be a problem. I think the hotel guys are slowly catching on to what's going on. We can physically clash with them, but that's the last resort. Our siblings' safety comes first. Aw, how touching, bro. Shut up. Acquired 5 ergo. I'm real close to the end of this job selling corpses. Just a bit more and I'll have enough to escape this blasted city. That proposal from the alchemist is tempting, but I'm running short of ergo and I'm not sure about it. Think about the expedition to the barren swamp. Get me new parts if you go out of town. A dress for me, a gun and a weapon for me. This is not your journal, dumbass. Are you going to finish Starfield? I still plan to, yes. So my plan is to finish up Starfield probably next month. And maybe also play Modern Warfare 3 since I'd only take one stream. Though I'm telling you now, I will likely play that on easy mode so I can hopefully get through it in time to return the damn game. I really don't want to pay $70 for a game that lasts no more than like something like an hour. Or like 2 or 3 hours. Is that me? I think that might be me, chat. Campaign is really bad, I know, but I only need it for like whatever I need it for to make a plot or a story for anyways, for a video.
Hey, check this out. Looks like you, sorta. From a certain angle. You know, if you squint. No, I'm just kidding. No, it looks exactly like you. I mean, you see it, right? With the nose and the... Right?
Portrait of a boy. Campaign is really bad. It's a Call of Duty game. They're always kind of really bad. Let's go upstairs first. You can beat Modern Warfare 3 campaign like the... Well, I'm hoping if I play it on easy mode, I can get through it in time to return it to Steam. This month's trend, stalker masks. Why did the stalkers start wearing animal masks? According to city historians, it was customary to wear animal masks in ancient Krat. It is one of the rituals to show off one's line when one fought the legendary rock titans. Believe it or not, but this legend is an inspiration in today's stalkers. It's not just for defense and fashion, but also for rank and show off one's abilities. The link between rank and animal mask isn't clear, but mostly the powerful ones choose their preferred mask first. Perhaps there might even be newbies forced to wear silly masks chosen by their seniors. In these troubled times of the petrification disease, how about refreshing your mind with an energetic stalker mask? Choose a soul animal to your liking. Various fashionable stalker masks await you. P.S. This item includes a spore filter to protect against the petrification disease patented by the workshop. Hey bro, HQ is toast. How about a black leopard mask? Workshop's toast too, so why would they make it? Maybe you can return it on Amazon and get more time. I mean, Steam is like an easier return if I buy a game digitally. So that's the current plan, maybe. Say what you will about Assassin's Creed Mirage, or Creed, but at least with Mirage, they change it up with Mirage. I mean, they changed it back to what it originally was. No, that's the same as changing it up.
You have no idea how happy I am to see you, Mr. Stalker. Hello. It's a relief to see you. I'll get straight to the point. I found the gold coin tree. Who knew it was right beside us? But there's a problem. When I tried to pick the gold coin fruit, it resisted me. I couldn't even get close. It actually burned me. It's probably because I have the petrification disease. Pathetic, yeah. So close, yet so far. If you pick some gold coin fruit for me, I'll give you a reward. I heard the alchemists made a device capable of fully utilizing gold coin fruit. I ignored it, assuming it was just a legend. You hear all sorts of wild tales about alchemists. Now that I know gold coin fruit actually exists, though, perhaps it's all true. Interact with the Saintess statue at the Grand Exhibition. You might be able to use the other powers of the gold coin fruit. I might look urbane now, but I used to be a farmer. I'm also interested in growing trees. I heard about a vendor who sells plant alchemy boosters. They might work on this tree, too. If you come across such boosters, bring them to the tree.
It's starting to seem like a very long quest, my man. I thought I was just gonna find you some fruit and bring it to you. But he needs so much now.
I never expected to see the gold coin tree in a place like this.
You can harvest gold coin fruit at set times from the gold coin tree. The fruit is used in several different places. You use boosters to speed up its growth. Interesting. I guess we give our first batch of it to this dude. Here you go, buddy.
Stalker, please. If you pick some gold coin fruit for me, I'll give you a reward.
Well, I got some for you. Oh, this is all he'll reward you with. Well, I've got 8 gold coins. So what do we want? Explosive, a mystical crystal that can be equipped with a cube. It imbues a cube with a special effect. Reduces specters receive damage for a set period of time. Wait, what's a specter though? Oh, specters are what you summon for boss fights, aren't they? So that wouldn't really be good. Most of these aren't that great. Temporarily stores HP. Mystical crystal can be equipped to a cube and abuse the cube. I'll buy 2 of these.
Stalker, please.
Well, he wants me to give it to him, but he also wants to sell me stuff. He said he'd give me a reward if I gave it to him, not sell it to me. Super Mario RPG looks pretty clutch, though. Reset level. Reset P organs. Okay, you can use it for this. Alright, weird mechanic, but I get it. What a mansion. Fallen back in love with Mario games recently. You know, I actually have not played a Mario game in quite a while. I was always been meaning to play Mario Odyssey, but I never got around to it. And now with Mario Wonder out, plus you get a Mario RPG.
What a mansion!
I mean, look at it. They got wood molding on the top, chat. Wood molding. And a gyroscope. Actually, oh wait, oh, we're right outside, okay. I didn't realize we were back here. Alright, maybe I should talk to my father again now. What's my favorite Castlevania game? Symphony of the Night. Easy. Not that I've played many Castlevania games.
This portrait. I remember it fondly. I thought it was lost forever. I had no idea the Black Rabbit Brotherhood had stolen it. To think that you have brought it back to me. Forgive a foolish old man his memories. Memories of a happier time, my son. I know just where to hang it in the hotel. The city of Krat. Ask me any...
Okay. Maybe we can get this, or... Wonderful. You dying? No, I'm still have a cold, but I'm mostly over it. I still have some phlegm to cough up. I'm not entirely sure where to go now.
I'll use my power.
Let me go talk to the old lady, maybe.
Hurry up. Rosa Isabel Street is ever so dangerous, I'm told. I hoped we wouldn't have to unlock.
Okay, never mind. Now here we go.
But if we want to stop this disaster once and for all, I fear we've no choice. Geppetto and I care about you very much.
I'm only allowed to die in a sin video? How's that supposed to work, Berserko?
For both of us.
Also, welcome back. How long has it been?
Like my time is...
It's like you show up in a, for a blue moon situation every once in a while.
However, it's a nice feeling to know that someone waits for you. That someone
What have you been up
cares.
to?
Please take care out there. If you came from the Marlem district, you probably saw the gold.
Go for more games if I was still if games were still good, but I make them good though by giving you commentary.
I'm not the only one. The alchemists showed.
And I have to disagree. I do think we've had a pretty good year for games.
I heard it's optimized to respond to urge, but that's not the.
Thank you for the bits, Mike.
The Krat disaster caused the.
Oh, no, it's Polycar. No, thank you, Polycar, for the bits. Mike was named right above that, so I almost like made a mistake.
Or went missing. That's the real tragedy of the Rose Estate. I stopped cooperating with the alchemists. Protecting the hotel was too important. I sealed away the gold coin tree, so no one would fight over it.
This lady has a money tree, chat. I want you to think about that.
Brotherhood was stealing from it. The hotel is
PS2 games, PS2 games, only good games.
I am obligated to protect it. I'm going to protect you and the people inside until the day I die. If you were in my position, you'd do the same, I'm sure.
A great weapon calls for a great...
It's like, I can now use a new amulet. I should probably have one of these made. Increases weapon attack in proportion to number of fable slots. Enables dodging even low in stamina. That one could be pretty good. Has a chance of none being... On a successful perfect guard, temporarily increased damage inflicted... You know, actually I like that one. Let's see. Ugh, I got that I need to sneeze feeling happening at 450 bits from Polycarp. Thank you. Thank you for the patronage, good sir. Good luck with your furry adventures. Please don't let the bad boys hurt you, ill squishy beans. Okay, you need to add a few uwoos in there to make that an officially like cringe comment.
I always welcome friends. May I be of service?
Another Legion caliber. These Legion plugs hard to come by, you know.
Welcome to...
An apple. Fresh red apple looks like it's bursting with sweet, refreshing juice. Sweet apple is particularly precious in Kraut these days. That feels like it's gonna be useful for something. Dark Moon, Moonstone of the Covenant. I need that for upgrading different weapons. Alright, let's go to the new area. Apple almost seems like a sexy item. Why did I say... You said key. Why did I think that said... You said sexy item. That's a sexy apple. Oh, fuck, yeah. Fuck, just look at it. It's so red. Never seen such a sexy apple. Has game become broke? The game... Are you asking if the game is, like, not running very well? It is run flawlessly for me. 26 days and a no-nut November, and now Dart wants fucking apple. Hey man, you start going crazy after a while, you know? Start seeing fruit is like, Yeah, at least bake it into a pie first. Is the game broken me? No. Spooter, what's up, man? How you doing? Oh, hey, we got some daylight. Is this your persona? Look, I've discovered things about myself recently. And yes. Look, if the game would give me better headwear to wear, I'd wear it. I'm stuck with this dog head until it does. Can't help it. Beggars can't be choosers.
Rosa Isabel Street, the entertainment district. You might call it extravagant. Operas, operettas, street concerts, all running 24/7. Adelina Corday, the singer in the red dress. Oh, she was the most famous of them all. The legendary prima donna. Well, I'm not sure if she's still alive, so while the past tense makes sense, it's getting a little depressing.
Dark got that dog in him. Hope that's a horse head hat. No, this is a dog head. Literally like someone cut a dog's head off so they could wear it. I made the pie joke first. Well, that's the thing. You never want to make a joke after someone already like does it. Never go second. You always want to be first. Oh, why did I do that? I don't need to leave. I just came here. There are no sloppy seconds in the world of comedy, chat. There are none. Zero. Oh, it's robot friends. Okay. I need to switch up one of my amulets then. Always first to the bad ideas, self-admitted. Hey, someone has to be brave and experiment. Actually, maybe I'll use my new weapon. It only makes me slightly heavy, so it's alright. Oh. Puff, you have a good night. If Puff is the one leaving. Today has gone by too fast, Chad. Bart. Did someone laugh? At least I thought I did. The Witch's Tower and Princess poster. Witch's Tower and Princess. Comedy praised by audience and critics alike. The Stella Opera House will be presenting its grand finale. The last work of the best writer of Krot, Coppelius Kempelen, as well as the last performance of Red actress Lina Corday, the greatest prima donna of our time. The greatest adventure of an evil witch, a gallant knight, and a beautiful princess awaits you. Come join our unforgivable experience of laughter, tears, and thrills.
Who are you? Ah, my stalker friend. I was worried the puppets had come back. They're demons. They won't give us a moment's peace. Even an elderly lady like me. They wouldn't even let the dead rest if they had the petrification disease. Drives a lady to drink, it does. Which reminds me, I could use a proper tipple. There's a wine called La Bleuie. When I was younger, they called it the Ruby of the Heavens. I'm sure there's still some left in the wine cellar at Lorenzini Arcade. You're an enterprising lad. Bring it to me and I'll give you something nice in return.
Didn't I see that back in the Red Lobster place? Or maybe I have to get one specifically she mentioned. Sort of have the days go too soon. I like days to be slow though. I feel like I got my time's worth out of it. I don't know, my money's worth out of the day. Does Dart also have the petrification? Does he know we're a puppet? So we can't get it. I'm assuming though that the arcade was, you know. I keep thinking there was a bottle of wine though, but since it wouldn't let me pick it up there, maybe it would now. Or just lacks a soul, that's his problem. How do you think I got this voice? The reason it sounds this way. You got a piece of paper describing them? Yeah, but I remember there'd be like a corpse clutching a bottle of red wine too. You drink to fast forward the day. You only got so many days in you though, you know. How many of them you want to fast forward through? Anyways, moving on. Chat, give us something weird to talk about. We need weirdness. Artist doodle. Puppets are the most beautiful of things. Even their human masters are incomplete beings in comparison. Creation's more perfect than the creator. Creator who created them. Which would you praise more? Gonna break. Nope. Mickey and Minnie have broken up in Disney lore. Why? What does that accomplish? I watched your Mortal Kombat 1 video. Enjoyed it for the for the most part. That implies there's something you didn't enjoy. Alright. I need to know what could I have done better? Tell me. This is a place where you're allowed to speak those opinions. You have to kill me with a fucking mop. How was your sex life? Wonderful, actually. Wear a funny hat, that'll improve your view, but I don't show my face in them. Rubber condoms, you gave up on the idea. You presented it to me and I told you it would kill people. Sex does not need physics-defying materials involved with it. Oh, you're gonna explode. I don't like that they like bare their titties first before they start trying to blow up. At least that's what the animation looked like. It's been a while since you've bragged about them, how them hoes, the heart, hairline, jawline, fit body, and crypto. It ain't bragging if it's true. And one, I never brag about crypto, since that's just an obnoxious thing to ever talk about generally. Or at least brag about. Because then it just feels like you're trying to sell your bag to someone. But I mainly joke about the jawline, hairline stuff, just for, the lols. Chat, I will play an obnoxious person when I need to. Has anyone asked my thoughts on Pokey's cookies? Pokey's cookies. Is this where she, like, tried to sell overpriced cookies? I mean, what's there to say? Like, don't oversell people expensive cookies and then call them broke bastards. If not, they don't want to buy it. Really all there is to say on it. Don't sell expensive merch and then insult people. But then again, maybe they're good cookies, I don't know. Apparently it was $7 cookies marked up to $27, no holiday discount, huh? Yeah. Hey, $27 is a lot for like a handful of cookies. I'm not gonna lie. That better be some damn good cookies if you're charging that much. Unless she ain't Sniper Wolf. Well, the only thing I know about the Sniper Wolf lady is she got in trouble for doxing someone, and also all of her content is boring React streamer content bullshit. Like, hey, let me watch this YouTube video and say nothing. And then upload it to my own YouTube channel, using an exact same thumbnail as the original video, and nearly the same title. I'm a good person, and an even better content creator. Oh. Burn it. Burn it. Burn it. Those Dead Space, well, these are puppets, they're not actual babies, but they have that creepy baby look to them. what you do with this guy named Dartigan. You just watch his videos on stream. Don't say anything and like, ah, cool. Then upload it to your YouTube channel. That's how you make all the money these days. And I'm not kidding, that is how you make all the money. Don't know why it works so well, but damn does it. Alchemists paved the way for Krat's golden age, and no one denies that fact, but what if instead of gold they were to cause an unprecedented disaster? Being reported, I received a surprising message from an informant who was once an alchemist himself. It's about a stranger from across the ocean, an alchemist from the Far East who was once famous in Krat. He learned of the group's secrets and quit, and now uses a different identity out of fear for his safety. The relic of Trismegistus is not just a simple ergo mine. That place is dangerous. My sources claim that the alchemists have an ulterior motive, one not for the benefit of the city, and that they have a very risky plan involving ergo. Conspiracy theory about how hundreds of people can die sounded preposterous, but the evidence provided had a surprising amount of credibility to it. So as a reporter, I spent months with the informer and was able to see the dark side of Krat. I intend to deliver my report for the benefit of the citizens. Press is severely damaged. Publication of this text was banned for spreading false information and promising a social unrest. Additionally, reporter Madero has been suspended indefinitely from our newspaper. We apologize to the citizens for any trouble. XQC recently got his main channel terminated. Really? Oh, you mean his YouTube channel, not his Twitch channel, right? I'm guessing it probably got strikes from, like, uploading his shitty React stuff, and people like, you know what? Take that down. Get too many of those, and boom. He'll probably get it back, though. Can I do React videos to my content? Do you even stream? Kind of have to be a streamer to even do a React video, or like, you can do it on YouTube video as well. I would say, since you bothered to ask my permission, sure, go ahead. However, I will make a demand: you must wear a clown outfit while doing it. That you can react to my stuff, but you're wearing a clown outfit. Deal? I think this is a fair trade. You asked a producer who streams what I need to do to be a successful songwriter someday, and he literally told me to learn how to shit out songs nonstop as opposed to agonizing over making fewer but better songs. I was captivated by this advice, but he might be, oh, that's definitely correct advice. You cannot be a victim of, like, you know, perfection. It never gets you anywhere. You don't want to be one of those guys who spends 20 years writing the perfect novel when he could have released like a dozen novels in the same amount of time and just been way more successful. Legion plug, nice. Legion plug is needed to craft Legion arms, which can be done at the Vidigni craft machine. Yes, I know. By react, they usually mean watch a video entirely with little to no combo. Yes, that is what reactions are generally. But then they take it and make it worse, because then they upload that part of their stream as an independent video to their YouTube channel, and often will copy the thumbnail from the original YouTube video and even use a similar, if not exact title, only like so-and-so watches blah, 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 to siphon as many views as they can from the original video. As you can tell from the way I go about describing it, I'm not a fan of the practice. Not a fan at all. I think it's lazy. I don't know if anyone's ever like probably someone's reacted at least to my stuff before, but who knows. But I respect people who like put in the effort for, like, I mean, it's alright if you like watch it and have actual like things you say about it. But if it just isn't like, hey, let me go away from my chair and use the restroom while this plays in the background, that's kind of shit. Oh wait, this is back here. Legion plug? What a plugin. Yeah, that's how we make new arms. Definitely sped up my writing process since the conversation. Yeah, I mean, he's dead on the money. You can't just spend forever agonizing over little detail. For like, and the improvements you make on it, most people won't even notice. Hmm. Oh yeah, that was just like, give me a way down. That's a lot of enemies that fight over there. Hmm. Let me go check the other way real quick. Being indecisive right now. Seen content creators claim that React channels steal viewership away. However, I've not seen any strong evidence for the claim. Well, one, it's gonna always be one. The YouTube algorithm is always difficult to predict. But the claim that they try to is they definitely try to. You do not use the same exact thumbnail and even pretty much the same title over what is essentially your headshot over a video playing and you barely reacting to it. I think it's pretty easy to like claim, yes, they are trying to like siphon views that the video might get toward themselves in that practice. Whether that's successful or not, that you can maybe make an argument that it's not as successful as they think it is, but who knows? You'd have to see, like, look at analytics from a lot of different channels, a lot of different videos to figure that out. But they definitely try to. I don't think there's any question that they try to. Very little crossover between Twitch communities and YouTube viewers. That's not the case. Most Twitch streamers will also have a YouTube channel that they will upload either their entire stream or like clips from their stream to try to like, you know, double monetize. I mean, hell, I have a stream archive, even though it's not monetized. That's right, chat. I have standards. Right, my stream archive not monetized at all. Should be, but it isn't. Did I come from this way? I think I did. Yeah, I came this way. Alright, let's go through the big street full of all enemies. Gun. Making a point that the people who watch people like Asmongold on XQC reactions were never going to on Twitch. Never going to watch the original content. I mean, how can you make that argument with any assertion, though? I mean, the YouTube algorithm can recommend that video to them at any time, and they might be interested. I mean, if they enjoy watching it when they're watching some streamer watch it, then that means, yes, they could have definitely watched on their own and been entertained. And it's not like people who watch Twitch aren't out there watching YouTube as well. Usually there's quite a few of them do the same thing. Ow. Oh shit. Fucking thing. Piece of shit. Never seen any of the YouTubers like Dark Viper AU actually prove this. Well, it's difficult to because you need access to a lot of different analytical data. I have seen evidence of like some people have posted that they have shown that the day that some streamer uploaded their own react of a video, that its views actually did drop off significantly. Okay, so we weren't that far away. Obviously, not every video is going to be affected negatively. It does take, I think, only big streamers can really, like, possibly soak up views enough to do it. Like, your average, smaller streamer ain't going to be doing it. But if they're a big enough audience on Twitch or whatever watching it like that, possibly. At the end of the day, no one who actually puts a lot of time into making a piece of content is very happy when someone potentially, like, just, like, plays the entire thing out on their channel to keep their own audience entertained for, like, a solid bit of time without really doing any work. It always just feels like you're doing the work for the streamer. And honestly, I don't think it's very good stream content either. I don't know. So that's just me, in my opinion. Do you agree that they shouldn't be doing React content like that as abusing their fair? I do think they should at the very least ask for permission if there's not some kind of blanket permission given from the YouTuber that they're watching stuff from. At the very least, get permission first. And also, at the very least, try to, like, add something to it. And I would say there needs to be some, like, you know, gentlemanly agreements. Don't, like, immediately go out and react to a video that's just been released. That 24 to 48 hour window for a YouTube video is very important. At least wait, like, maybe even a solid week before you do it. Before they were to, like, react to it. And then when they do, make sure they don't, like, when they re-upload it inevitably to YouTube, they don't use the same exact clone to the thumbnail or the title as well. So that people could possibly get confused who are looking for the video. That's the kind of stuff that pisses off the YouTubers, I will say. I am just getting my ass pushed in tonight. No, you said you used to like watching Critical's reactions to slap fights. Would you say that's a little different or not to slap fights? That is very different because one, he's like editing, like he's putting himself into it. He's stopping the video and then describing it and giving full on. Yeah, that's more like commentary over a sports event, is what I would say. He's given like, yeah, it's not the, like the whole React thing isn't the problem. It's the reactors who put no effort into it. They're just there to use someone's YouTube video entertain their own audience for like a good solid 10 to 20 minute stream while they don't have to do anything. Because if you're streaming 8 to 9 hours a day every day, yeah, it's a lot easier to fill up time by just doing like, here's a YouTube video, guys, watch it with me. So you do it, yeah, so put in some effort at the very least and you're fine. Get off my house. It's the ones that don't do that piss off people. Yeah, I mean, also in Critical's point of view, he actually made the slap fight stuff actually real popular, way more popular than it would have been by promoting it. Even though I don't think that's a very good sport to get into, since it probably leads to like a lot of brain damage. Chad, I don't recommend ever becoming a professional slapper. I don't think it, I mean, if boxers are getting their like brain concussed and like brain damaged, you know those guys slapping each other are like doing massive damage. Most fighting sports do lead to... Yeah, but that's a sport where it's all about hand-to-hand blows at people's heads. There's already been several people you see just collapse while doing it because they just like get their brain rattled. Jaw injuries hurt like hell. Well, yeah, they're getting concussed often as well, from what I've seen of it. It's a difficult little, ooh, yeah. It's a difficult combo to get through over there. Ooh, bullets hurt. Come on, bullet guy. Oh. Such a hater, this man. Berserko is not a hater. He's been actually a long time viewer. He just has a character he likes to play in chat. I'm gonna use some throwable items to get rid of this asshole. Can I play a character too? The flubber condom activated will be my guy. How are you gonna play that in chat? You're just gonna go boingy, boingy, boingy all over the place? Is every chat message you like, hey, my dick's going boing? That's all you could really do. You're not gonna be a great character, I gotta say. You hate how much you enjoy my content. That is a strange paradox you find yourself in. I love you, but fucking hate you. Why do you make me feel good inside? God damn you fucking bastard. I don't know what to tell you on that one. I could try to be more boring if that helps. Hey everyone, it's Dartigan here. Bring you some more pussy blasting action. Yeah, these are some cool red luggage cases here. Wow, great level design. Is that a poster? Oh, most loyal servants, I get you. Yeah, so I was making macaroni today. And stepped on a, I think a, thing, like a fork. Really hurt. And but did I mention that I'm like gonna be going to McDonald's later? Chat, I can even make boring me interesting, can't I? I'm sorry, I'm too powerful. I didn't ask for this curse. How's Dex? She got lots of pets tonight. Well, earlier today anyways. So I'm assuming pretty good. Let me grab this item first. Back for the third time, I just burned 1,000 calories. That's a lot of calories to burn, and that's like mostly your day's calories. How did you do that? Like, I've gone on like 4-mile jogs and only burned a few hundred calories. In fact, I think that might actually be dangerous to burn that many calories in one go.
are. I can hear your springs even if you try to hide them. Musicians have
White
keen
lady.
ears, you know. Would you like to sing for me like your friends?
It's very difficult to burn 1,000 calories. Yeah, that's the kind of calorie burn I would expect if you're like NFL training all day or something.
Let's have an encore performance of Pain for the Red actress, Adelina Corday. I dedicate this performance to my sister, Adelina!
So fancy, chat.
Scream the requiem for me, if you would.
Need to like fix my sword.
You stole my sister from me, rotten puppet!
Oh.
Scream the requiem for me, if you would. Scream the requiem for me, if you would.
Bitch, 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 stop. And I get this big sword, I bought it from a dog man. I'm not gonna try to do this. I would kill her, but it's hard to hit her with this. Clutch heal.
Attire as your sister. As promised, we always match.
This is a good game. Should you pick it up? If you like Bloodborne, yeah, I think it's pretty decent. Like, kind of like, since you're not gonna get Bloodborne 2, it seems. It's probably as good as you're gonna get. So I can recommend it. Bloodborne is your favorite Soulsborne game, so yeah, it's got a bit of that. It's also got a little bit of Sekiro in there as well, I would say. With like your mechanical arm stuff. If we get the solo White Lady, that's only like proper boss fights. That's more like the hunter fights from Bloodborne, you know? Beware white ladies. Yeah, they're dangerous. Bloodborne is not worthy of being on PC. Let the Souls fans suffer with 30 frames per second. Wow. You're not worthy of being on PC. I happen to want all games on PC. The more games I can play on PC, the better. Bro hates Souls fans. I mean, hey, everyone's got their thing. The city of Krot decided to put an indefinite stop to the investigation on the disaster that took place in the Monard charity house known as the Rose Estate. This is to prevent chaos caused by the large-scale spreading of the petrification disease. There have been no confirmed survivors so far. Petrification disease is a deadly epidemic, but this massive spread is unprecedented. The quarantine authorities surmise that the petrification disease caused a novel mutation. Monad Charity House, once a boarding school for kids from the slums, has until recently been home to the founding Monad family. Many students and refugees, the leaders of the alchemists. Valentinus Monad has been confirmed to have passed during the catastrophe. This will take a toll on the alchemist. Let them suffer, have to do with 30 frames per second, screens after they die, gigach. Alright. Where did the Souls fans hurt you at so much? They take your lunch money. Can't think of any other reason for this kind of animosity. Abraham Lincoln. Oh no, no beard.
Oh. You're walking about in a place like this. You must be a stalker. Can I ask you a favor? My wife's body lies on Rosa Isabel Street. There was a fire, and I couldn't reach her through the flames. I know she's gone, but I hate to think of her just lying there. Would you bring me her belongings? Then I'd have something to remember her by.
Okay, if the lip sync is gonna be this bad, you might as well not even have it.
Thank you.
There's not even an attempt to match these lip laps up with like anything this guy is saying. He is like mama.
Street. She used to look so beautiful in her black dress. I miss her so
He looks like
much.
my cat after she's licked a
Every
plastic
day is
shopping
harder than
bag
the
and does
last.
those fake munches.
Please, bring me her belongings.
I guess it wants us to go where? That away? Love the dog face. You love that dog in me. Yeah, it speaks to me. It is me. Mood. And that was where I fought all those soldiers at, so we don't need to go over there. Alright, so that rich guy wants us to go down in the dirty sewer, I guess. I got this ergo to go spin. You think it's a good idea to give everyone in the world a genie to grant them their own wish? God, everyone in the world? Do you want all the nightmares possible? I mean, you can see on your own, it just takes no more than a second that, you know what, there's some people I don't want having genie wishes. Some people don't deserve a genie wish.
always welcome, friends. May I be of service?
Yeah, that's one of those like world-ending ideas only a madman would come up with.
I'll use my power to...
Actually, let me like... Did I get another quartz? I think I might have. No, I did not.
The city asked me.
Has the gold tree bloomed anymore? What happened to the thought everyone in the world is special? Everyone in the world is special, but there's still people who would like, you know what I want to wish for? I want to wish for this entire ethnic group I don't like to be dead. You know that would happen. My first wish would be like, no one else gets wishes but me. There you go, problem solved.
I'll use my power to help you. Let's get more health, why not? 47. Oh yeah, we can get another level. I'll use my power to...
I'll just raise my stamina a little bit more. Am I a real boy yet? I've never been a real boy. I don't even know what it means. Need to work early? Hey, Rakataroshi, you have actually, you're right. You're leaving at the right time because I'm thinking of ending the stream now. It's almost midnight, and there's a little more I can do. So, yeah, I think we'll call it there tonight, chat. That feels like a good stopping place to me. So, yeah, we'll play more of this tomorrow. Everyone seems to be enjoying this game a lot. Gives us good stream conversations, too. But chat, you've all been wonderful tonight. Thank you for joining me. Even like the people, new people, old viewers alike. Good to have some of you back. Berserko, good having you back, man. Hopefully you still have time to show up every once in a while. But also, thanks to all of you for showing up tonight. Thank you for any subs or gift subs or bits as well. Always appreciate it. Thank you to the mod team as well. And you know what, chat? If you haven't watched my Mortal Kombat 1 video, go give it a look. It's pretty good. It's gotten rave reviews, you know. That's it for today's, that's it for today's Pinocchio stream. I'll do some more of it tomorrow. How much more of this game is left? Does anyone know? I feel like I've made pretty good progress. And I feel like I'm pretty high level even. But yeah, we'll figure out tomorrow. I will see you all later, chat. Have a great night. Eat well, rest well, Hold strong. You only got a few days left of No Nut November, alright? You can make it. I believe in you. Alright, chat. I'll see you all later. Peace, everybody.